What if you threw a baseball at 90% the speed of light? Step onto the mound. You wind up and, by some sci-fi miracle, fire a baseball at 90% of light speed, about 270,000 kilometers per second. Before the announcer can say "and the ball has already crossed the 18.44 meters to the plate. Flight time, roughly 68 billionths of a second. Even light would only be a few billionths faster. Human intuition, gone. At that speed, air can't get out of the way. It piles up into an ultra-thin shock front that's crushed and heated to absurd temperatures. The front glows, the ball's nose boils off. Leather, yarn, core, vaporized into a teardrop of plasma blasting downrange. It isn't a pitch, it's a moving explosion. How much energy? About 17 quadrillion joules, roughly 4 megatons of TNT, packed into a 5-ounce ball. Not a typo, because that energy gets dumped along the first few meters of flight. The blast is line-shaped, instead of a single fireball, but the stadium won't notice the nuance. Within microseconds, a shock wave borne along the ball's path balloons outward. In milliseconds it sweeps the field and stands, seats shredded, steel buckled, concrete spalled, glass detonating inward. A dirty column of dust and vapor rises, lit from within by air so hot it still shines. From a few kilometers away you'd see a ground-level flash, an expanding ring of debris. Then, seconds later, the deep thump that rattles windows. Close by, flammables ignite, paint blisters, and exposed skin in line of sight gets burned. The flash is brief, the damage isn't. Could anyone catch it? That's like asking if you can hug a lightning bolt. By the time the ball arrives, home plate is already inside a forming blast cloud. What if you throw it in a vacuum tube? Then the ball keeps almost all its energy until the end, where it releases it at impact. Not safer, you just move the catastrophe to the exit. Radiation-wise, expect a blinding flash with lots of ultraviolet and some X-rays, but no neutron or gamma burst and no lingering fallout like a nuclear device. Think colossal chemical-style explosion plus a fierce thermal flash. The takeaway: crank everyday objects to near-light speeds and they stop being objects, they become events. Baseball's sweet balance of seams, air, and reaction time exists only at human speeds. 2 quick jokes, because we earned them. Good news, nobody strikes out. Bad news, there's no stadium left to play in. Umpires call, game over, preferably from outside the blast radius. Keep the stunt in simulations, or neat pencil sketches. Under real skies, let light handle the light speeding, and leave baseball to, well, baseball.